And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. Last time we defeated Colonel Beck, or Varen Omega, whichever you prefer, and we are officially qualified to ascend to Nirvana as we've defeated all the tribe leaders. At the moment that was made clear, the rain in the junkyard has ceased. But we also have a bit of a problem. Sarah has gone missing. And we're going to operate under the assumption that, well, she's head to the Karma Temple. Perhaps she's trying to ascend to Nirvana ahead of us. We can only speculate. Now, we do have some treasure to grab in Ajna real quick, although less than I suspected. There's actually only one ammo node we need to get, and I'll throw down an Astoma spray just in case it wards off any encounters, but I did actually want to walk and talk also to describe what we're going to be doing. Now, we can head to the Karma Temple right now, and that is the final dungeon of the game. It is the longest one in the game, and there is quite a bit to get to. But upon clearing Ajna, there's a few side things, and there are some bonus bosses and various bonus content we can get to before completing the game. And this is a pretty annoying way for this encounter to start. Eesh, that's like just the absolute worst that could have gone. But anyway, there are three side quests we can do overall before heading into the Karma Temple, and then several more that unlock that when we get to the top of it. The three side quests that we can do right now, two of them are available immediately and we can just do as soon as we're done with our business in Ajna. The other one unlocks when we complete one of the first two things that we can do. So, yeah, I got my skills all messed up because I was doing some mantra farming off screen, because I do have several mantras that I want to get mastered before proceeding with these areas. So, what we want, and I'm looking at my list here, is we want Null Death on Gale, Cielo, and Surf, and they're going to be my preferred characters going forward for the bonus content, just because they're what I'm used to using. So yeah, that's how that's going to work out. We also want Resist Elect on Gale and Resist Fire on Surf. Resist Elect is going to be fairly important for Gale. Resist Fire is just really only one fight I care about having that for, but I figured why not, let's just get it. Jeez, this fight has been running for a while, but that's okay, because I got a lot to discuss. Additionally, I don't have any specific plans in mind for Heat and Argilla. I'm just going to build them towards whatever I feel is useful. Let's see, on everyone else, another thing I also want is I want Resist Fizz on everyone. And those are going to be the main skills that I'm working for going forward. One nice thing about going for Null Death is that I'm also going to get the Debilitate debuff onto everybody. And Debilitate is the ultimate debuff. It applies one instance of every single debuff skill on the entire enemy party. It's a bit pricey at 48 MP, but it is just so useful. And the ammo node we needed to grab here is a fusion cell, which is good because I need quite a bit of money. It's going to run us dry getting all these mantras. Actually, I don't think we saw these guys throughout the my endeavors throughout Ajna. Well, here they are right now. I got Mazio on everybody just because I was doing a Saki Mitama hunt to get some skills maxed out. But yeah, these guys, they're weak to Zio. They have power charge and they can use double slash, which actually can do some pretty nasty damage to your party. So we want to be careful when dealing with them and probably just take them out as efficiently as possible. We'll have Cielo do a quick feast here. Yeah, the enemies in Ajna actually are fairly threatening, and if you don't take them seriously, you can be killed. I actually got the first... It happened off screen, but I actually got the first game over for the playthrough because I got careless and let those things do a power charge double slash on me. And a lot of them, like the Raijus, if they nail your party with Mazionga, that can be nasty if you have Gale in the party. So yeah, don't take anything here too lightly. Now that we've gotten the last treasure we needed to get, and like I said, to my surprise, that was the only thing that I missed going through Ajna the way I did. It doesn't look like we were going to hit the vendor at max solar noise. Oh well. Now, getting to the bonus areas that we can do for completing Samsara Tunnel and Ajna, two access ways to the tunnels will open up after a point. The first one, available in Anahata, that one opens immediately as soon as you clear Ajna. So if we go to Anahata, we could go do that one right now. But it has a fairly weird and tough boss at the end of it, and I don't really feel like dealing with it now. So we'll deal with it after we've had a chance to get the mantras that I really want mastered throughout the Karma Temple. The other one is another instance of Samsara tunnels in Manipura waterways. Oh, what's this guy's deal? Looks like he's remembering something also. But in order to unlock that one, we actually need to complete a side quest here in Svadhisthana. Now this one technically can be done as soon as you get the red key, but you know, we were in position to already finish off, or start and finish off Ajna, so best to take care of that first. And like I said, you also need to complete Ajna to unlock the other waterway areas, so we wouldn't really be able to reap an immediate benefit from doing this earlier anyway, and it would have been a really tough fight that would be waiting for us if I did. So you may remember the red wall here is in the basement, so that's where we're heading right now. Just want to get another Astoma spray up. Now in the basement area there are actually some fairly tough enemies that are new and give out pretty decent EXP and Maka and AP, but mixed in with that, and a lot of the post-game areas have this, well, I say post-game, it's not really a post-game, a lot of these side bonus areas have really weak enemies mixed in with the really strong new enemies. So you definitely want to be running a Stoma Spray just so you're not running into useless encounters constantly. Now you may remember way back when we swung by here before, we talked to this guy and you said there was somebody that they had trapped in this area because he was proving to be dangerous to their own group. But that red wall appeared and trapping everybody who was watching over him in there. But yeah, sounds like we got a pretty tough customer waiting for us deep in this basement area. Wicked King, huh? Yeah, I think you guys are just being paranoid. I bet we can take him. You know what? We're just gonna take the effort to actually get him out and just finish him off for you guys. Don't worry. No need to thank us. But let's actually take a look in the room because, oh, it is really dark in here. Definitely has an ominous feel to it, but nothing we can really do from there. That's just a balcony. Probably would be unwise to jump down and tangle with something in the dark, too. So, first order of business is we do actually have to get those lights on. As well, in the darkened areas, they are dark because the power is out. So, if we try to throw this switch, nothing happened. Yep, power is cut. So we gotta get power running. Thankfully, that'll also get some lights going in here. Now, this area has a bit of a weird layout. Hey, another guy. Nah, you guys are just making things too inconvenient to yourself for no good reason. We're gonna take that guy down, don't worry. As a matter of fact, I better get my skills set up before we go any further. We're going to want fire-boosted skills pretty heavily here. Let's see. I want to get Fire Boost in place of the Amp. And I'm actually going to, or not Fire Amp, in place of the Earth Amp, I'm actually going to swap out those Tier 2 skills for Tier 3 ones. I had the Tier 2 ones in because while I was doing my AP farming, I didn't want Surf to be killing things too quickly. Okay, and that should actually do us. I shouldn't need Devil's Feast, so specific spell I'm going to throw on there. I think Surf has it. If he doesn't. Okay, yes he does. Tarunda, and there's a reason for that. Next up, again, we want to get, got Gale up to Agidine, so we want to get him set up on the same thing. So, Fire Amp. We'll replace Great Feast. That is the multi-targeting instant kill skill. And we will place Fire Boost over Mazio. And just get this looking nice and orderly. There we go, he should be good with that. And Cielo, what do you got here? Okay, get this up here. And, yeah, I will need to, I'll reorganize them in time for the boss fight. And I will want to get Tarunda onto everybody. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that right now. I'm sure I can find something to pass on. Let's see. We'll clear out... Ooh, don't need Iron Stomach at the moment. And ditto for Cielo. If they get stomach aches, I got plenty of dis aches, and I'll just take the AP hit. But there's a very particular reason I want that set on everybody, and the lineup we're going with is that. Okay. Now we've got a second large Karma Terminal here, and I'll just be doing a quick stop off here to recover ourselves. Okay. Back to exploration. Now, like I said, a lot of the enemies in this basement area, they're weak stuff from way earlier in the game. Most of them are Coordinate 136 level enemies, so they're really not worth our time. We will be running into tougher enemies, especially once we get the power back on, and a lot of the enemy sets swap out for stronger ones. Don't think too hard about how that works. It is actually good that we're spending a bunch of time here, because the final field hunt, well, not okay, the final field hunt that has a new type of Mitama for us to see is available in this area, so definitely want to get to that. But yeah, as you can see, this basement area, mostly just long hallways connecting into square rooms that connect into other portions of it. And also, these staircase hallways tend to go both ways. Probably need to buy more Estoma sprays after this. Glad we're finally at a point where I can make effective use of them on camera. Alright, coming this way first to get an ammo node. Very good. And anything else in this room? Just a doorway. Now it's much darker in B2 compared to B1. Hey! Don't worry. Yeah. I'm not sure how she knows that it's Surf is the leader, considering that she's been trapped here, but whatever, we're probably not supposed to think too hard about it. Maybe it's just something that gets reported to them through their tag rings. Okay. And if we want to go that way, it looks like we're going to have to get the power back on and throw the switch. Fortunately, we can take those stairs over there and get to a new section of the basement. Yeah, unfortunately, traversing this area is going to be a little... Oh, hey! Finally ran something strong and new. Shikiojis and Okuninushi. So, fire repel, we can guess what those guys are weak to. Perhaps it's convenient that we set up all that fire magic. Now this is why I set Tarunda on everyone. Having a debuff skill on everybody unlocks Debilitate as a combo skill. Now obviously it's much more efficient to use that with a single character who can actually stand to do, won't eat all your press turns by using it, but we don't have that option right now. Alright, I was just making sure the Shikiojis they do not nullify physical attacks. They're very common for that in other games in the series. Yeah, right, hit him with Megiddo. Yeah, Megiddo is nice. It's Surf max out the King Mantra. Megiddo is pretty nice for, just when you can't hit their weakness, you can just throw that out and get some little damage in. And honestly, I think I'll just have Cielo hit us with a Mediarama here and a Ki Blast to finish it off. Very nice. One thing, I was neglected to mention this while we were doing our walk and talk. One thing that I did off-screen is I got everybody maxed out on the ailment mantra line. Hey, Wukong. Let's check him out. So now everybody has the immunity to ailments that I want them to have. Obviously not set at the moment, but we have access to them for when we need them. The major ones are Null Panic, which we already had on Argilla, but now everybody has access to that. Let's see. Drain Fire. And the Null Physical. Good thing I checked that. The Null Nerve, which will give us immunity to sleep type of ailments, and I believe also the paralysis ailment or stun. And the other one that is going to be useful in one specific fight is Null Mute, because Drain type skills are filed underneath the Mute category. Yeah, these guys pretty annoying because of their ability to nullify physical, but otherwise not too bad. And it's a good thing I checked that before just throwing out Ki Blast. I'll consume this guy. Oh, Reinforcements! Been a while since we got these, and these are just wimpy enemies. Let's see. Oh, we can just take them out with Pterodine. Very nice. Hopefully got some good AP off of that. As you can see, Surf and Cielo are running physical mantras. They're on the Maiden mantra, because that will get them to resist Fizz, which is a skill that I desire for another fight. Same fight that we actually want Null Mute for, in fact. Seems like a weird set of resistances to want to have for one specific fight, but you'll see when we get to it. Okay, heading on this way. Yeah, that other way was just a dead end. Okay, here. I can't get around this way. That should wrap around over here. And on this side of the wall. Got a switch that we can't do anything with. And heading into here. Man, this area seems to have a high chance of reinforcements coming in during the fights. Like 3 sets come in. Including an enemy that I believe can be encountered in coordinate 136, but we actually haven't seen until this point. It was a Shisa, but it was just a really weak weak enemy, so took it out with little fanfare. Getting close to getting our mantras mastered out. Argilla and Heat are just chilling in reserve. They got their mantras mastered. Another thing that I was meaning to mention, for Argilla and Heat, like I said, I'm going to be focusing on Cielo and Gale for the bonus content, just because they're the closest to what I want to have for it, and they're just what I'm used to using too, so I like it. I like it as in I like using them for these fights. But, yeah, so, Heat and Argilla, they have mutual karma set up, so they'll be getting full EXP while sitting in reserve. I got those maxed out just by doing a field hunt. Alright, Cielo is fully maxed out on his current mantra. Hello, buddy. Oh, don't be a wuss. We're throwing the breaker. Yes. Alrighty. Electricity was restored. Don't worry, we got this in hands. This is gonna be a good thing, trust me. Now, once you throw the breaker, I believe stronger enemies start appearing all throughout the basement areas for Savadistana. So you'll be running into stuff like the Okuninushis and the Wukongs in the first floor area. Although I could be wrong on that. It certainly seemed like it after I threw the breaker in my previous playthroughs, though. Alright, we want to get set up on some new mantras. Let's see. Surf can stick to what he's working on. Heat. We're just going to take him down a physical path. I'm going to not be as particular about how much money I'm spending at this point, since we can much more easily get a lot of it really quickly. Let's see. We'll just have Argilla. Actually, we'll have her work towards getting Mediarama, so once I get her into fights, she'll be able to contribute more. Let's see. Gale. He hasn't mastered his yet. And yes, the Queen mantra is what has Fizz resist. However, let's see. Yeah, I want him to start working on these. Okay. And Cielo, he's got his maxed out. Do I want him to do that, or do I want him to work towards... See, he actually has access to Evil God here, so he can get Null Death and Debilitate. You know what? It's just going to be a little bit more money, and I can probably get into an encounter for it. And we've got a Field Hut coming up, so I'm just going to wait until we get to the next small terminal to switch that out. Okay. So, back we go. Better throw this up. We can still run into the junk encounters, so using the Astoma Spray, we'll just run into good stuff. And before I forget, let's just use this on Gale real quick. Overcoming the luck rut that he's in. Alright, so what we want to do here is actually going this way. Alright, Surf got Maiden mastered in that previous fight, so let's see here. What we want to do for this one is throw this switch. And that will reverse the walls. And let's get back over to the other side so we can go down the stairs and check out the new area we opened up. You know, there's a lot more things that rock Mudon than I expected. Anyway, Gale has got his next mantra mastered, so we'll get him set up on the next tier of Elect Magic as soon as we get to another small terminal. And yeah, nothing else we want to check out up here. Well, actually, you know what? I was about to edit this encounter out, but we actually have not seen the Shisas yet, so what the heck? Let's just throw them on here, throw the spyglass at them, and see how weak and wimpy they are. Yeah, level 40 enemy, way outdated. Probably wouldn't run into them in the coordinate 136, but I feel like I've seen them in a different area. Whatever the case, anyways, we got Ma Pterodine, so let's just destroy them. Not bad. Actually, pretty decent money, really. Surf is looking much more well-rounded in the secondary areas at this point. I apologize for my poor lingual skills. It has been a curse all my life. But you deal. Alright, heading into this area. Alright, this is where the final field hunt that contains the last Mutamidesi is in the game. But since I did a field hunt relatively recently, the weak demons have not yet repopulated, but that is okay. Gives us opportunity to work on more elect mantras before I have to use that generous amount of AP on anything. Yeah, we gotta pass this staircase. Get over to that wall that was blocking off the door containing whoever they're trying to lock away. I'm also kind of surprised that the Raijus are still in range for the Estoma spray to not actually cancel the encounter with. Yeah, unfortunately, this area is not terribly exciting. It's a little repetitive, but we're almost done with it. At the very least, with these encounters that I'm getting into, I'm getting a decent amount of Maka. Actually, yes, right at the range to get the new mantra on the Cielo, although not enough to get one for him and Gale. Might have to make a tough cut there. Right. Actually, burning through quite a bit of MP here. Megiddo does eat up quite an MP per use. I've been using it a lot because I've been running into tons of Wukongs. Ki Blast is so much more efficient, but I can't use it. That's okay, that's what we have these large recovery terminals for. And let's just get started on some new mantras. Don't have enough money to get something new onto everyone else while still getting something new onto Cielo, so let's see. I'm gonna have Surf work on an Expel type mantra since we need to get all the way along on those. Yeah, he has to get the final death one, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's see, Heat. He's still going on his, right? Yeah. Let's see, Argilla. Still going on hers, so just Gale then. And we'll get him on Bolt Master. Very nice. And we should get the money that we need from the upcoming boss fight to get both Cielo and Gale set on something new. And if we don't, you know, just a few encounters and a trip to the vendor and we'll be golden. You know, it's nice having mutual karma on Heat and Argilla and just seeing them keep up with the rest of the group will be very handy once we get into the Karma Temple. Okay, kind of zoned out there when I finally got done with the encounter. Alright, so let's bring this wall down. Very nice. And let's just take the ladder down. So, first we want to head to the way that we could access before. There's a red wall, but I'm actually gonna leave that up for the time being. Let's just tap it so we can get it on the map. Let's check out what's this way. Okay, heading down this way. Got, as always, another door. Let's see what's behind this door. And looks like a whole lot of nothing, really. You know what? Actually, thinking about it now, I might be misremembering what is in what room here. We will definitely want to keep this room in mind for later, but let's go break down that red wall. Yes, I know, I'm pretty good at contradicting myself. Yeah, I'll admit, I wish I could actually explain these areas a lot better and just more intuitively keep the information I want to convey stored in my brain and pull it out more off the top of my head and more cohesively. But sadly, I just don't have much time these days to do much pre-planning for the videos I make. But oh well. Better to make a product at all than to just spend your time wishing you could make one, right? This wall, of course, had nodes behind it. And hey, a Soma. Very nice. I say that as I've just had a bunch of those sitting in my inventory. It's not really that I think they're too awesome to use, it's just I haven't really come across any situation where they're really necessary. We've been handling the bosses pretty well at this point. Okay. Alright, now the room right in front of us has the boss for this area, but we want to head this way first. Beyond this door is a ammo node. Is there anything else in here? Hey, layer cell. I'll sell for quite a lot of money, actually. No, nothing else in there. Alright, so let's get over to the boss instead. Okay. Now, I actually do want to revise my skills slightly before heading in, so let's get up to the door first, and top our group off, and we'll want to do some MP restoration. Finally use some of these chakra pots that I've just got sitting in my inventory. And let's get everybody properly set up. Okay, he doesn't need AP divide, so is there anything else? Yes, actually, duh. I just want to get the boost and the amp skill onto him. I'll do that. And otherwise, Cielo should be good with what he got. Nah, I should keep those on. Let's see, Gale. He's mostly good with what he got, what he has, what he's got. Let's see. You know what? Nah. I was tempted to set power charge because physical attacks also work in this fight, but that doesn't seem like it'd be a good idea. Alright, he's good with what he has. And Surf is actually also good with what he has. I guess it was just Cielo that I wanted to set up. No, wait. Oh, almost made a critical lapse in judgment there. There is actually a skill that we want, I just realized. Resist death, or rather death resist. Okay. For Cielo, Dekunda I can pass on. Definitely want Death Resist, though. I almost made a huge mistake there, which could have led to a bit of a boondoggle if I wasn't paying attention. And any of these skills can go on the bench, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that Surf absolutely needs is Agidine. But there's a questionable presence beyond this door, and whoa! Hello, Mr. Tiger Print. You know, I think we're plenty worthy of being in charge. So, time to take on the boss of this area, Beelzebub. I can see why they're having some trouble keeping this guy under wraps. So first order of business is we're going to throw a debilitate down on him just to get all his stats down a little bit. That uses up all our turns, but it's not too bad. As you can see, it tanked his accuracy just enough for Cielo to dodge a magic attack. And he is not weak to, but vulnerable to fire, so with fire boosted and fire amped fire spells, we can just do some huge damage to him. This is why I wanted Degeja. Doesn't matter too much, because he's just offsetting the Tarunda you got hit with there. We're gonna have Cielo throw down another Makakaja. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, he does in fact have Dekunda and Degeja access of his own, but he only really uses it if you go overboard with your buffs and debuffs. Mind Screen is pretty nasty. Oof. Yeah, looks like Gale's in a little bit of danger there, but he decided to be an idiot, so we'll have Cielo restore our HP this turn instead. But yeah, with a couple Makakaja boosts and the corresponding boosting skills of our own for our fire spells, we can deal pretty good damage to him. Oof, that was unlucky. Now he's using Mahamon here, but the reason I wanted to resist death is Mahamon's not too terribly threatening most of the time, but Mahmudon, on the other hand, that would be very dangerous, so we want death resist. Unfortunately, that brought Gale's damage down a little bit, but we can just offset that. There he goes with Makakaja. What we're going to do now is use another Debilitate just to get him down a little bit more. Yeah, we should be fine with the HP we've got. Yeah, good idea to offset him there. Okay, use a Diorama from Cielo, and we'll resume pelting him with fire magic. Gale, because he died, isn't going to be doing as much damage as he did before, but he's still doing enough. Surf, as always, is just our centerpiece. Actually getting pretty unlucky there. Let's use a Dis Stun to get that off of Surf. And I'm actually going to have Gale pass this turn, Surf use Agidyne, and then Cielo will hit us with another Meteorama. Remember, order of operations is important like that. Alright, his offensive prowess is over 1 at this moment, but... Or, well, he's got 1 boost applied as opposed to no boost now, so I'm wondering... Nah, Deikaja wouldn't really be worth it. You know what, let's double down on our offense instead. Haven't had Cielo launch an attack at this moment. Maybe it was a little pointless to set him up with that. Alright, what's he gonna do? Ah, good. Alright, let's just go all out. He's in the red now, so we're pretty close to just taking him down. There we go. Not too bad. We can get a good amount of money. Master our last mantra there. And get level ups. Level ups for everybody. Does not look like we've actually killed him, though. And thus, he escapes. Now that we've defeated Beelzebub in Svadhisthana, a new area has opened up, the waterways in these Samsara tunnels underneath Manipura. But we're not going to go there yet. And the reason for that is because it is a very good idea to have certain skills that we aren't close to having on everybody yet. And let me just see here. Okay. Just checking to see if there's anything I missed. Now we're going to head back on out of here, and when we go back up, we're actually going to flip the wall back up since we need that to explore the rest of the area. So let's just do that real quick. And let me check the map again. I think the closest terminal is the large one, so we'll probably just head towards that. And yeah, it's relatively close, so we'll just go to that one. Now, we got a decent bit of money, so I'm going to want to get everybody set up. Found some new mantras. Okay. Get to the terminal. Never is just a matter of actually doing something, is it? Alright, now that we're at the terminal, first order of business is we're going to want to top ourselves all off and get our new mantras going. We should have enough money to get everything that I want to... Well, actually, no, we don't. Not even close, actually. But we do have enough money to get... we have enough money to get... What is that I'm looking for? Evil God onto Cielo. And then something else onto anybody, really. Yeah, we just need 50,000 more to get what I want onto Gale. Let's just, instead we'll have Surf, have him get Fizz Resist set up, or... Nah, it's this one. Ah, man, I'm losing my train of thought so bad. Sorry about that. Okay, we'll settle for those two for now. And... no, nothing else. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, there's one last thing for us to do in this area, and that's the field hunt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mess around until the solar noises passes enough that we can do that, and I'm just going to meet you back there, so I'll see you in a bit. Alright, here we are at the field hunt, and it is ready to go, so let's give this a shot. Now, I'll just fully admit I have not actually done this one before, so I'm not sure if I'll pull it off correctly the first go, but I will do my best. And if I fail, then we'll just cut ahead to when I successfully get it. But this one doesn't look like it's too complicated. At the very least, it doesn't seem to be as complicated as the one as the Samsara Tunnels was. Okay, coming into this one, what do we got here? Just a small one waiting for us to finish him off. Alright, now we got a full feel of what the layout of this area is, and it's basically just a duplicate of the area where Beelzebub was. Yeah, this is a pretty samey basement area, unfortunately, and that was where they tricked me. Oh well. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Hopefully it's in here. If it's not in here, then I've probably screwed up and we gotta... Yep. Oh well. Yeah, probably gonna have to redo this, but it's okay. If I fail, then we'll just cut ahead to when I get it successfully. Oh yeah, definitely failed this. Okay. Ah, he was right there! Ah! Okay, okay. Well, I'll cut ahead to when I successfully get it. I was not expecting him to just appear right there. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, there we go. Surprisingly easy one once you know the trick to it. That was embarrassing. I was right at winning it. Alright, so these are Kusumitama, and they are weak to Zan. And I've got Gale set up with Great Feast, the multi-target Fatal Hunt skill, so he can just take out 2 of these guys in one go. Very nice. And I just have Surf's out with Mazanma for flavor. Oh, that's a tricky one. You know what? I'm gonna go for Mazan here just to see. Yes, it did. Okay. That's actually pretty good that Gale got to eat all these, because then he'll definitely master his mantra. Yeah. Now, these guys, they actually give less AP than the Saki Mitamas. As you can see, Cielo did not max out Evil God, because he did not actually directly devour one, but he's pretty close. The important thing here is that Gale has mastered Bolt God, so now he has Elect Resist at his disposal. That'll come in handy for some fights coming up. Additionally, Surf is Queen, so now he's on to Fizz Resist. I said I wanted to get Fire Resist on him, but that's the lowest priority of what I want to get for him, and he's already at the Mantra level he needs to be at to get that right away when I feel like it. So instead, we're going to have him start working towards Evil God so he can get Null Death. But, yep, the enemy's prison has faded, so that is all we have wanted to do for this area. So... the terminal is actually quite a ways away, so I'm actually going to cut the video right here. But, as always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you next time. Next time, we will begin our assault on the Karma Temple. And of course it's going to be an assault. You were expecting it to not be a violent confrontation? Come on. Until next time, see ya.